Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, that subscribe button, anyway. And I appreciate all the support, man. Back with another Van Chronicles. I'm still in LA right now, man. Trying to get some work, man. You see the sun outside. It's beautiful out here today, man. Another beautiful day in LA, man. Trying to get some work, trying to get the hell up out of Dodge, man. But I should be getting out of here soon. But I want to talk about a few things real quick. I got a crazy interview with Danny Myers coming. When you see it uploaded to the channel, it is a must click, man. A must click. It's not an untold truth, not yet. But, you know, I got a new series called The Sit Down, man, where I just sit down with a particular battler. Trufo was the first one. Danny is the second. And this interview is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And The Sit Down is basically me kind of taking either something personal with them or something that was talked about that affected their life. It's not really a battle rap interview. It's more like a life interview. You know what I'm saying? When I talked to Trufo, I could have asked him about Ace Amin and Piranha and all this kind of stuff. No, let's talk about your shooting. Let's talk about what you went through. Let's talk about gang life. Let's talk about Chicago. That's what the sit down is. With Danny Myers, we touch on a very important topic, man. So this is not about the battles and all that. We're going to do all that in Untold Truth. But I'm going to tell you right now, Danny got a crazy story. Danny got a crazy motherfucking story. Might be one of the best Untold Truths that I got, man. I got to keep it real with you when I do it. But this interview that's coming in about a week or two with Danny, crazy. One of my best interviews. I'm going to keep it real with you. And y'all gonna start putting me as one of the best interview niggas. No, never mind, man. Let's talk about this Swamp situation, man. ARP said he is open to play this shit real quick. Let me play this shit real quick.
So that's where the leverage thing comes in. If you walk around saying fuck King of the Dot, then I know I don't have to be in a bidding war with King of the Dot. If you walk around saying fuck RDE, then I know you ain't going nowhere. I'm your only option. In your mind, you could have it decided that I'm not going to battle on King of the Dot. I'm not going to battle on RB. I'm not going to battle on Chroma Bullpen. You could have that decided, even if that's moral and principle based. But it's stupid to put it out there because then you give away the leverage. And Chris has been trying to explain that to y'all for years. I don't know why some of y'all feel, and that's why I can get on here and say Swamp is welcome. Swamp is not on max out, but Swamp is welcome in all capacities, because I ain't never got that energy from him. And if he decides to use that to his advantage as a contracting battle rapper that doesn't have any exclusivity to him from what he's telling people, which is my understanding, allegedly, I guess I could say, right? He's just a typical battle rap contractor, like a majority of the battle rap culture. Then he does have the option. Just having the option is important to how you can be treated. If you're treated like you can't, they be joking about the fat girl part of me. I love my big girl, so don't.
Yeah, man, check out that on ARP's channel. That's him addressing a Swamp situation. A lot of y'all know he tried to battle on RB. He wanted to battle Rosenberg Raw in the Blue Room, which is kind of crazy because he had Rosenberg Raw on Trenches and he got pulled off that card or whatever. And it looks like he's not going to be on Summer Madness. I'm not going to say he's not going to be on there because they always could add him. Summer Madness is still like 5 weeks away. Plenty enough time for him to find an opponent or whatever. He doesn't really have any opponents, bro. He doesn't have the energy or the promo behind any particular person. If they announce Swamp versus BBL Hustle, what y'all gonna say? You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna say? I don't know what the energy is like. Luke Castro, a lot of y'all be like, oh, Luke Castro isn't deserving. He was losing a lot of battles or whatever. I think Luke Castro has a lot of potential. I can't really make a case for him to be on Summer Madness. I gotta keep it real with you. So he doesn't have the energy thing. When Swamp left the Trenches card, he should have got it in writing that he would be on Summer Madness. You can't really put it in writing that you'll get Verb because Verb would have to agree to it, and they didn't have that agreement ahead of time. But at least having you as a designated Summer Madness person, meaning you could pick your opponent and be on Summer Madness, you got to get it in writing, my guy. That's bad business on your part. You taking a word of mouth, a little wink, a little thumbs up. You come off the Trenches and you don't have it in writing. That's just bad business at the end of the day. Now, do I expect you to be on Summer Madness? if I was betting on you being on Summer Madness, it would be kind of high. I can't front. I think they will probably put you on there, but let this truck go by. If you're not on Summer Madness, shit. The only other, I mean, you damn near looking at a stock drop list, because that's a bad look for you to come off the trenches, not be on Summer Madness, watch Max Out, watch Chrome, watch Trenches 2, watch Summer Madness, watch all that from the crib. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be part of that shit. You watching this shit from the crib, that's just a bad look at the end of the day. It's just a bad look. So part of that is bad business, and part of that is, you know, URL needs to put you on there. And as far as going to RBE, I never heard you say anything bad about ARP, so it is cool that's an open thing for you. I even saw ARP say some positive things about Serious Jones, which I was glad to see, because, you know, Serious Jones had a lot to say, and I know ARP will always say the right things publicly. I don't know if Jones will really be back on the platform, because he was talking kind of crazy, and a lot of times that jail shit will make a nigga say a lot of stuff, and it's like, is that what it took for you to kind of feel that way? Like, you know, you go to jail. When you go to jail and get out, man, you make up with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Your baby mama, your this, your that, all the child support that you owe. You be like, man, I don't care, man. I just love you, man. I just love you, man. What, you know, we gotta make, like, that's what jail do. Jail have you looking at all your ops like, man, I forgive y'all. Because in your mind, you be thinking, I need good karma. I don't need to have no bad energy for anybody. So him speaking highly of ARP, I know ARP will be wanting to make sure it's really how he feel, and not just that post jail talk. But it was good that they was able to, you know, he was able to say some positive things about RBE. RBE was say some positive things about Serious Jones. ARP is really good at expressing himself. He's really good at, like, making amends. Even when people left, like Oops and Gems and all these different people, they back on the platform. I didn't think Jag would be back on the platform. He's back on the platform. All of that is a good look at the end of the day. I always talk about optics. A lot of stuff is just the way shit look. It just looks good. And I'm going to tell you right now, ARP continues to win because he continues to explain himself. He is going to continue to win, man. I am not feeling how URL is acting with a lot of these battle rappers. I'm not feeling it. And I talk about this a lot. I don't try to get online and tear leagues down. That's not really what I'm on. So I try to get niggas advice. I try to help people. So URL, wake the fuck up. I'm finna give you some more advice. You know, some free game. This free game unbiased, man. This is free game. Every person that you block, every person that you decide not to book for whatever reason, everything that you don't address, you continue to bring people's stock down. So if you don't put Swamp on Summer Madness, you bring his stock down. This is a guy that was basically on Champion of the Year. He was like the 6th or 7th person on Champion of the Year. Great accomplishment for him. He has one of the better app records. Great accomplishment for him. He beat Shotgun Suge. He beat Arsenal. He beat Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? He beat these guys. He beat, who else did he beat? A lot of people feel like he beat Tay-Rock. That's a pretty close battle. He won a lot of fucking battles. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the craziest about Swamp, but I do feel like he's a talent. But at the end of the day, I can't not admit that he got a lot of wins. A lot of times I counted him out, he beat Twerk. You know what I'm saying? These battles where I counted him out, that he ended up winning at the end of the day. He's also very marketable. I feel like with females, I think he's very marketable in terms of like how the fellas of URL feel about him. He represents a section like the South. And I feel all of that is marketing. And I feel like he's someone who should be pushed and pushed and pushed. For you to pull him off the card, I'm not really mad. I wouldn't want him battling Rosenberg Raw either. That's an RBE versus URL off of URL. I ain't even tripping. I'm not even mad you pulled him off. I would have done the same thing. Keeping it real with you, contract or not. I'd have been trying to get that nigga off that card. However, when you don't put him on Summer Madness, you continue to lower his stock. Because now you're going to have bloggers like me like, damn, man, you did bad business. You ain't get it in writing that you was going to be on Summer Madness, yada, yada, yada. URL pulled you off and didn't even give you a plate. That continues to make Swamp look kind of like a weak nigga. It just makes him look like that. You got Verb like embellishing shit in spaces talking about, oh, I went to RBE and Swamp is following me. Him trying to battle on RBE has nothing to do with Verb. But Verb will run with that bullshit ass story all day long because that's what that nigga do. He try to make everything about him. He just want to get Rosenberg Raw the fuck out of here by any means necessary. So it has nothing to do with Verb, but Verb will run that situation. And as Verb continues to tear Swamp down, the only way for you to build Swamp back up is to give him a plate and show like, yo, we don't give a fuck about nothing. Okay, Swamp and Verb can't go down, cool, we'll give Swamp someone else. We'll give him a good name. We'll give him someone else. That is how you reward someone at the end of the day, and you continue to keep their stock high. Y'all did that with everybody y'all pulled off the trenches. Y'all hurt Danny Meyer's stock. Danny Meyer's stock went down a little bit because of that. Yeah, he beat Souffleur Soul 3-0. He got Souffleur Soul the fuck up out of here. But his 2-on-2 wasn't really great. And he had to deal with the backlash. Then you had Holmesy the God had to deal with the backlash. And then Prep got to deal with the backlash. And True Foe got to deal with the backlash. I'm helping True Foe by putting True Foe's interview out about him getting shot. Now you got people looking at True Foe like, damn, True Foe is someone that really lives what he raps about. Like, he really lives that life. A lot of people hit me up like I got a newfound respect for True Foe. He was just getting burnt down for coming off the easy card. So what are y'all not doing? Y'all are not doing what ARP is doing, which is addressing things. And you all have to have the battlers back, even if you don't really got they back. Even if you don't really got to, because what you need is good optics. So when you have None going on stage talking about, this is how I feel about Smack. Yeah, I know Smack ain't gonna like it, but sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and be like, yo, is there any truth to anything he say? What did None say? None said, yo, you'll rather book niggas that choke than book people that have 3 rounds. You gotta look in the mirror and say, yeah, I was doing that. I was putting Twerk on them stages when he went through his little rut. I was booking people when they went through their rut. That is absolutely true. Clean Paper choked, and Clean Paper got right back on the stage and choked again. He had bad battles, Ace Amin and whoever the hell else he battled. Those and Stumbles, I think, of somebody. He had bad battles and put back on the stage. I realize he's under contract, so you got to put him. But some of what None said is right, even though the whole Smack phone number thing might not be right. So how do you have good optics? It would have been good for you to have an interview at the end of the night with None. Like, man, I fuck with None, man, but I take that one on the chin. I'll take that one on the chin. But they asked None in the interview, yo, did you talk to Smack after that? He was like, no, I only talked to Beasley. He addressed Smack. I told you Smack got to stop standing behind niggas, and he got to come to the forefront and address shit. That's what needs to happen. You got Mike P doing whatever Mike P does. Mike P got a battle coming up, bro, that is not on URL, and it's not going to be a good look for URL. It's going to be another battle that they're going to have an issue with, that they ain't going to like, that they're going to try to block, that they probably ain't going to be able to block. It might cause Mike P to be off of URL. He has a battle coming up. It will be announced soon. You will be seeing a rollout. It will be announced soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you where. I'm not going to tell you what platform. I'm not going to tell you what card. It will be announced soon. But the point of the matter is, and there's a little bit of backstory behind that, so when it's announced, I'll tell you about that. But the point of the matter is, Mike P went on a whole rant about URL. I'm top tier. I'm this. Do I feel like Mike is top tier? No, but Mike has been loyal. Mike has been a good battler. Mike has done his thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Rider and the Geechee Gotti and all that shit, it stripped a little bit of Mike's powers, but you build people back up. That's what relationships are. You build them back up. You don't give up on him at the end of the day. His loyalty alone is worth keeping around, and he's a talented battle rapper. Mike got some of the best rounds on URL. I gotta keep it real with you. Some of the best rounds on URL. Oh shit, let me see what these niggas talking about. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get somewhere. Hold on. Hello? Let me skip that. All right, thank you. Not trying to leave LA to go to El Paso, Texas. What the hell I'm gonna do in El Paso? That shit's super hot down there, and it ain't more busy than LA. I'm always staying in LA. Come on, man, you're wasting my time with this. But you gotta build Mike P back up. There has been no tweets, no interviews, no nothing about None, Mike P, Swamp. None of these guys, bro. That's a bad look. None of these guys. When niggas are getting tore down, you this, you that. You're not gonna be on some madness. You chasing me. I went to RBE, and you trying to come to RBE, and Verb is talking this shit. Not. It would be cool if somebody from the URL Twitter page was like, nah, we fuck with Swamp. Swamp would be on some madness. or we 100% support Swamp, or we 100% support Mike P or None, or say anything positive or encouraging. Salute to them guys. We don't have no problem with what None said or whatever. He's allowed to express himself. There is none of that, bro. That business as usual attitude, even if that's how you are, that in the long run, it keeps a cold kind of like, it keeps a cold relationship. You know what I'm saying? I realize None may not be making Smack no money. I realize Mike Peanut may not. Them niggas stick they flag in the sand for URL though. And at the end of the day, a nice word here or there goes a long way. I tell you, good optics go a long way. You got time to get online and address K-Shine on some negative shit. Get online and address Mike P and be like, yo, I saw your blog. I appreciate your passion. We'll hop on the phone. We'll talk. You can just put that out. It don't matter if you never called the dude. At least you put it out there. Maybe you'll talk to him at an event. You know what I'm saying? P could get on the doggone URL page and speak on their behalf. We 100% support Smack. You know, he may not be getting A-Verb, but we'll get him a good battle. We got his back. None. A lot of questions will None be on URL after his rant. You could speak on it. Freedom of speech. You're allowed to say what you want to say. We have no problem booking None again. You know what I'm saying? People have said worse to Smack than None did. Nigga, people that call Smack. K-Shine, I could see K-Shine back on URL, bro, and that nigga just said F Smack birthday and called him a B. I could see K-Shine back on URL at some point in time. So these things is what I don't like. That's what's going on with URL. This business is like attitude. I realize battle rap is a business, but it don't gotta feel like it from a humane standpoint. You gotta feel like you at least care about me. You know what I'm saying? At least a little bit. Everything can't just be a show up, get paid, go home. At least feel like I care. You care about me at the end of the day. And I feel like that's where URL is losing its ground. Y'all need to get back on that shit, because that's really where ARP, that's how ARP is winning in relationships. When you have that kind of relationships, ARP can go to somebody and say, yo, the budget for Maxed Out is full. I would love to put you on a card, but I can only pay you $5,000, but I can get you on the biggest card in battle rap. And just the fact that they like ARP and the way ARP acts, they'll do it. The reason why niggas don't want to take a pay cut is because they feel like it's business as usual. So that's why when you go to them and caffeine ain't working out and the budget is tight and Noah's lawsuit is kind of squeezing shit a little bit, you're trying to wash your money, you're trying to do this, you don't want to spend this money, you want to spend other niggas' money and all that. That business-like attitude is why niggas to be like, you know what? I want 20 and that's it. Don't call me unless you got 20. Because they feel like when you speak to them, it's business. So when they speak to you, it's business. ARP be talking to niggas throughout the time. He don't just talk to Rosenberg Raw when he book him. He talk to Rosenberg Raw throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way that shit be, man. I'm sure Smack has that relationship with some people, but you know, you are some of your parts, and these people represent the company. If they are signed to URL or a part of URL, you need to treat everybody the same, bro. I know you don't treat everybody the same. You need to try. You need to try at the end of the day. Swamp out here taking hella L's. He taking hella L's. Why? Why is he taking L's? He's somebody y'all are pushing, but he is taking L's. Y'all are pushing him. Think about that. Y'all are pushing Swamp. So how the fuck can he be pushed and taking L's? The only way to fix shit like that is to do damage control. Y'all did it with some Flair Soul. Y'all sent out a whole tweet when them niggas lost a 2-on-2 talking about, yeah, you win some and you lose some, they'll be better for this. Where are the tweets for Swamp? Mike P, none. Where are they at? Where are they at? And if you don't fuck with these niggas no more, get them off the roster. I'm cool with that too. If you don't rock with these niggas, you like none talk that bullshit, fuck that white boy. Get them off the roster. But if you gonna keep them on the roster and they gonna stick their flag in the sand, show that support publicly. Y'all not doing that. Y'all being extra quiet about a lot of shit. That shit is just not gonna win relationships at the end of the day. That's why niggas don't be wanting to work with y'all with shit, because of that. So just my thoughts, man. Try to give y'all advice. You know what I'm saying? I try to get a league's advice as they come. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a league's advice. Chris, I'm biased. Holla at your boy.